Hey, Neil Straight, I like your comment, man. See, this is the kind of shit I want to see from people who comment on my videos. Mm, but yeah, you were talking about how Sally, this is the worst thing Sally ever done, what other characters from TV and comics have done way worse. Oh, you know what's even. Hey, Neil, you want to know what's even more worse than that? Okay, so I was looking at a Nightwing comic, right? Like Nightwing was dealing with some pain, and this one chick, I forget which superhero it was. Probably gonna look it up later and be like, "Oh, that's the one that was doing that." But she basically forced herself on Robin, Nightwing, and just kind of like had her way with him. I think just her way of just getting him over what he was over with. But if Rumble Hearts has taught me anything, that's not a good way to solve one's problems. Banging the problems away ain't gonna fix anything. But I just hate how I always kind of hated. I always see Sonic and Sally in a kind of romantic light, and I understand and I respect that you don't see them like that. But to me, I'll always see them like that because that's my image of them, and to me, it works. And I can understand why you would say it wouldn't. And at least you're respectful about it. Freaking, I used to get messages of the wazoo. Sally's nothing but a hoe. Sally don't wear no clothes. Sally's just keeping her away from Amy. Amy was crying while Sonic and Sally were getting married, which was only a cover of Antoine and Bunny getting married. Like, Amy fans would think of every way of just saying how much I suck because I like Sally and Sonic together. It's just like they take it way too far. Also, I can understand. See, and that's why I like. See, this is why I like your comment because you understand. You understand. Like none of these people I've ever talked to really understand why. And I made that video because one person was like, "This is too serious for Sonic," and that's another discussion for another day. And you know what? If you have like a Discord or something, I'd like to talk to you because, like, honestly, I'd like to pick your brain on that subject if that would be fine. If that would be all right with you. But yeah, I mean, she should have way more confidence in song. Yeah, but but the thing is, my the thing is, like, I can tell you this though. It's not like she didn't have the confidence on Sonic's ability to win our fight. It was more of the fact that the matter is a whole bunch of emotions are swirling around in her head, man. And when that happens, you're not really rational or logical. Trust me, that has happened to me. I ain't slapped nobody out of those emotions, but yeah, I can understand that a little bit. You ain't. Bottom line is, she wasn't thinking clearly. And I really hate that because not a lot of characters. I mean, I really hate that because a lot of people think of it as Sally not being a good leader, or Sally being selfish. No, she is distraught. She is hurt, and she worries. Trust me, I'm a guy who has a girlfriend, and I worry about her every day. We don't live in the same state, and it's just, oof. I worry about her every day, man. So I can kind of understand Sally's mindset. When I was a teenager, I didn't really understand it. I always thought it was kind of fucked up. But when I look at it through this perspective I have now, I'm like, shit, Sally is perfectly, well, maybe not perfectly in her mind, but I can understand where it comes from. I can understand clearly. But, some people cannot. Because if they're Amy fans, they're either too young to really understand it. They're like really either way too young to understand that kind of feeling you get. I'm not saying no Sonic fan understands about love, but the ones I've talked to are just fangirls that that really, honest to God, really don't really understand that kind of thing. A better way for a reboot. Why do people complain about Sally not wearing clothes? Other characters being like Big Mama from Fox and the Hound. And wait a minute, Big Mama? Isn't she the old lady? I'm pretty sure she had clothes, man. Unless you saw something I didn't. But yeah, People of Fume has no clothes, and they got no heat for. They got no. Oh, hold on. I'm reading your thing. They got no heat for not wearing clothes. Why should Sally? That that's because that's the one. I'll explain that to you. It's because it's the one argument they can try to use. It's because of that. That's why when they soft rebooted the comic, that's why they gave her clothes because I think Archie or Sega heard that and they were like, she doesn't wear no clothes, man. It's not no problem for Sonic, but he's a dude, and we don't see him with his chili dog out. But the thing is, we don't see Sally we don't see Sally all open for business either. We don't see nothing. We don't see no nipples, no vag, no nothing. Besides, Sonic and Amy are not that far in age. While I can see why people would not like shipping them with Amy because Amy's temper, but Amy has shown not to have shown a bad temper in the recent games. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I prefer Amy as she is now because that Amy's a little bit more mature. And even though I didn't like the IDW comics completely all the way, the one thing I can give the comic credit for is the fact that Amy, in a weird way, grew up without any of us noticing, really. And that was always kind of interesting to me. Do I? But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't think that they would be a good couple, but they're. I don't know, man. To me, I'm just like, I don't know. But thank you for talking about all the stuff I missed while making that video. But I'm still gonna read through your stuff because I like, you know, people like you. I take my time to respond. However, Sally never viewed Amy as a love rival. Amy, the one who reviewed. Well, actually, after a while, Amy didn't kind of see. Okay, for like she grew up a little bit and really understood that Sally Sonic is happy with Sally, and if it makes Sonic happy, Amy's happy. And I always thought that was very mature of comic Amy to do because because the Amy during that time was a lot more. Sonic is gonna take you, and I'm gonna marry you, and if you say no, I'm gonna hit you with the hammer. We're gonna go hammer time on. I'm gonna go hammer time on your blue ass. Okay, I may be paraphrasing, but still. Of course, after Mina saw Sally and Sonic kiss, Mina pretty much decided not to hook up with Sonic anymore, and Mina found a new boyfriend named Ash, who whom is his manager. You know, it really doesn't make. You know, now it does make sense for Mina and Ash to be a couple since Mina is a world singer and Sonic is a hero whom wouldn't want to sing all the time. I can't stand Ash because he has zero respect for Sonic. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I hate Ash so much. I was actually thinking, I was actually literally thinking, having him in like Sonic Freedom Fighters when I get into a point where they're kind of rebuilding, they've already kind of rebuilt with Robotnik. Not Robotnik. After Robotnik has like devastated Mobius, and they're at like this point, and then it kind of we kind of I kind of show that Ash kind of, it's not like he doesn't respect the Freedom Fighters, but he just has a hatred for Sonic, and it's never really explained why he hates Sonic. I mean, yeah, when I was doing my Scourge video, I made the joke of like Scourge being Sonic, and you know, hentai joke, but honestly, there's really no reason why he hates Sonic. I think it's just because, and this is just me. I see it because I see it this way because I feel like Ash feels like, he is never going to measure up to Sonic. He is never going to be he's never going to be as close to Sonic, and he does fear that probably one of these days, Sonic will whisk Mina away from him. I mean, it won't happen because Sonic has Sally, and it won't. It won't, but he still has that fear that that's going to happen. It's like, I always make that joke whenever I talk about the issue, but she's like, he, Ash is my manager and her boyfriend. I always have these, while I was writing Sonic Freedom Fighters, I wrote like a little one-off thing where, where freaking, where my character Bugsy the Hedgehog, because in Sonic Freedom Fighters, Bugsy the Hedgehog is Sonic's cousin, and like when he says that, he goes like Bugsy the Hedgehog gets up into his face and he's like, "So, okay, what are you trying to do? Intimidate us? You know this man has fought Robotnik, right? Like, what do you think you're gonna do?" And I just feel like but really, that's how I feel. Like Ash was trying to really intimidate Sonic. It's like, he can beat you in an instant without even breaking a sweat, right? Like, Ash, you know that, right? But he always wants to be snarky to Sonic or blame him for something. Like, okay, Mina was having a concert, right? And then but when Mina was under the influence of Nagus, he's like, Sonic has to ruin everything. And, I want to be honest. I wanted Ash to get injured during that concert because it kind of looked like he was going to. I was like, get injured, get injured. Maybe you might be humble. Get injured, and just turning the page, going, get injured, get injured. Man. But I just don't like. I'm with you though. I don't like Ash. I don't think you hate him the way I do. But yeah, I just don't like him either. If Sonic didn't try to destroy the Quantum Dial, then he, along with Mina and the rest of the people in the world and the planet itself, would have been destroyed by the Zord aliens. The thing is, Ash don't care because because Neil, think about it. Think about it. Because I bet you Mina talks about um because Dollars to Donuts, I can tell you this. Freaking, because I feel like Mina just talks about Sonic all the time to Ash, and he's like, Sonic isn't better. He may be the hero Mobius, but he's just trying to kind of rationalize how he's better than Sonic and all this other shit. And I feel that that's the reason. And you know, he basically sees Sonic as just like a romantic rival when that ain't the truth. Now, some people like to hate Amy because being in love with Sonic, and at least some people hate like they hate Sally because of her character design, like the slap and the other things. But Ash is my least favorite character. Did I just read this again? No, no, no. I'm reading the other part. There's no special powers and no respect for Sonic at all. And even Sally does a better job respecting Sonic than Ash does. In fact, Mina asked Ash why he hates Sonic, and he responds with because Sonic broke her heart. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the actual truth, and it still kind of goes like, Sonic really wasn't into Mina to begin with. And sure, you can give Sonic shit for being dense, but there were a lot of things going on in Sonic's life, so he wasn't really paying attention. Like he wasn't really truly paying attention to Mina, and that's the whole reason. But I do hate Ash for that because yeah, he did, but he didn't know because Mina never made it. Mina never told Sonic about this. Like I remember, she never told Sonic how she felt because she saw freaking Sally and Sonic kissing and just said, "No, I'm gonna go with someone else." Because she knew that she couldn't get between Sonic and Sally, and that's pretty much why she did what she did. But Ash is just such an asshole. I don't even know why Mina even go. I don't even know. I don't even know why Mina likes liked Ash to begin with. Like, I want to know what really drawed Mina towards Ash. What is the one thing that brought them together? Why? What really truly brought them together? We never got an answer for that. And I really would like to know because either Mina sees something in Ash that no one else does, or literally she got Ash on the rebound. Oh, and Neil, if you could explain this to me, can you explain to me how Tails and Mina end up in Mobius 20 years later and 25 years later? Please tell me, because I would love some insight into that. I would really love an insight into that. Also, also, I might as well say why I hate Hamlet. Hamlet. He appears to appeared in the Princess Sally miniseries. He really acted like a jerk to Jeffrey St. John. Jeffrey St. John said he was working for Axis Nuggets in that miniseries. Then sure, I can understand Hamlet hating Jeffrey, but Jeffrey saved Hamlet's life, and Sally was right to point that out. Also, him accusing Sally of treason just made me boil with rage. Trust me, I hate Hamlet too, man. Trust me. And I know the Archie Sonic Online team, we're going to probably see more of Hamlet. We're going to probably see more of Hamlet than the others. And yeah, trust me, that hatred I feel for him will come back. Because I always did hate Hamlet too. He was the kind of dude that, he's that kind of dude that would, like, people are doing something, but he's the kind of dude that would bitch from the back. Or like this one example I had, like, okay, I play Team Fortress, right? I used to play a lot of Team Fortress. And we had one dude we're trying to get to all the control points and claim the control points, right? And this dude is literally going, well, you guys aren't doing anything. You're not controlling. You're not doing anything. Hamlet kind of reminds me of that dude, a guy that's willing to bitch from the back but not actually do anything. And that's why I hate people like Hamlet. And that's why I hate Hamlet in general, because all he ever does when you see him in a scene, he's like just talking about the freedom fighters and talking about how they fucking suck. And people can say, "Oh well, he's only under the influence of Nagas." No, I think I'm pretty sure he was like that before Nagas' influence, because it's like it was about as dumb as Hamlet's hatred for the freedom fighters was just as about as dumb as Elias making Sonic and the others go to school. Oh my god, I will talk about that issue one of these days. Like Neil, explain this to me. What job can Sonic technically get? Okay, what job can Sonic technically get? Okay, after fighting Robotnik, he ain't gonna get no desk job. He's not gonna be a delivery boy, even though that would be like the perfect job for him. He gets to go fast and give people their stuff. But he'd pretty much like it for the going fast part. It's one of those things where I'm just like, with Elias taking everybody to school, I'm just like, dude, Robotnik, war, remember. And I get Elias never wanted to be king, but I don't know. I always kind of felt like it was his way of just punishing the freedom fighters, because to me I always kind of saw it as they have more freedom than he does, and he's just supposed to be the king while his dad is literally going fucking senile. But yeah, Sally wasn't trying to be a power hungry princess. She was just trying to save help the citizens of New Metropolis. Well, I'm sorry taking this long to write this comment to you. Take care, and I hope you have a great night. Uh, but Neil, thank you for writing me, man. You didn't have to write this whole gigantic comment, but I'm glad you did, because I like people like you. You basically, you basically just talk. You basically are the kind of people I want to see in my comments. And I know I don't get a lot of them, but you're the kind of person I want to see in them, because because you actually you're thoughtful about it. You're respectful to me. You understand my point of view. You understand. I understand your point of view. You're respecting me. I'm respecting you, and that's what I like to see. Most of the comments I get nowadays are like, "Why are you talking about this? Why are you doing this? Why are you talking about Sonic? Why are you talking about this comic? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why this? Why that? Why is your channel structured like this? Why do you do character voices? Why do you do this? Why do you do that?" And I just want to say, Neil, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because you took the time and effort that not a lot of people even show me. And sure, I get the usual, "Wow, that was cool," or "This was awesome," and "This was interesting." But you gave me a full-on response, and I will never forget that, my friend. If I'll never forget that, my friend. If you like, if I don't know, maybe my content is probably not for you, but if you ever subscribe, and if you ever truly subscribe to my channel, you're not gonna hate. You're not gonna hate it. Hopefully. Mm, but I will. But I will say a pound for Gary was fucked up because because SpongeBob should have been like, "Oh my God, Gary is about to get eaten." SpongeBob should have been springing into action, but no, SpongeBob, you made Puffy Fluffy go away. Yeah, I'm just like, I wanted to punch SpongeBob right in his sponge because it's like, because I blame that on the writers. People always say, why do you guys that are like in your 20s and stuff talk about SpongeBob? Why do the rest of you talk about Fortnite? Because it's something you like to talk, it's something you like to do. And this is something we like to do. Oh man, I can tell you a whole bunch of things, Neil, but thank you. But really, honestly, thank you. Like, I know I keep saying thank you for giving me this long comment, but thanks. And you have a pleasant good night yourself, man. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because honestly, these are the kind of comments I want to see in my videos. But I never get them. So thank you for at least giving me that, okay? Okay, dude? Thank you. Now, if you excuse me, I have this to finish writing. And yeah. Hope I see you around in my in my other videos. And trust me, I'm gonna talk more about Archie Sonic. And dude, don't be afraid to tell me about stuff I overlooked. Even though I'm the guy who kind of does this Archie Sonic history lessons, there are things I overlook. There are a lot of things that I overlook. So I would really like it if you see one of my videos and I missed something, tell me. Well, mostly when I'm like in like if I ever like while I'm doing my Archie Sonic history videos and I miss something, just literally just point out some stuff if you can. Because even though I've read the comics frontwards and backwards, there are some stuff I'll miss. But again, thank you. I know I've been saying thank you a lot, but seriously, thank you. Also, I know you don't see Sonic and Sally as a couple, and pretty it's pretty refreshing that you only see Sonic and Sally as best friends because some people don't see them as that. Because they always go, well, in the real world, Sonic and Sally would never be an actual couple because they'd always fight. I'm like, okay, why we gotta inject real world logic into this? And then one person told me like Sonic and Sally wouldn't even be friends. I'm like, the hell you say? I'm like, the hell you say? Like, even if they weren't like lovers, I would really see them as friends anyway because they do play off each other and they do like each other's company. So even if they weren't together, it would make sense for them to at least stay friends. So I'll say one last thing: the relationship with Monkey Kong, even though it was very short lived, I really felt like Sally really did that to make Sonic feel kind of jealous. Like, think about it. She, think about it, man. It's like she almost was kind of sort of parading Monkey Kong around. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head, man. I'm just probably overthinking it. But, yeah. That's about it. Again, thank you for the comment, Neil. Thank you.